Hey, everybody. Happy Friday Eve day to everybody. I've got Facebook and YouTube down here on my laptop. YouTubers, smash that subscribe button so you never miss one of my weekly live trainings. And Instagram is up here on my iPhone on a tripod right behind my laptop. So if you see me looking in both places, that's what's going on. I'm trying to hit all platforms all at the same time. And if you're coming to me through Facebook, and you haven't told Facebook that it's okay for StreamYard to show your name to me, please do that. If you only have to do it one time on each device, but go to streamyard.com/Facebook so that when you comment in the comments in my StreamYard system, which is what I'm using to stream to all the platforms, then I can see your name. Otherwise, it just says Facebook user, and that's no fun. Give me 1 second. I'm going to check my tech and make sure that we're actually live in the group. We are. That's awesome. It is a rainy, gross, dismal day here in Arkansas, so the lighting in my house is not that great. So just forgive me for that. It's a little dark. But today, if you're feeling stuck in your business because you've got loads of great ideas, you've purchased lots of courses, or maybe you've downloaded all the free things and you're sitting in the middle of it all and you're like, now what do I do? Right? And you don't know what to focus on first and you're feeling stuck, or maybe you're feeling overwhelmed, stick with me. I'm going to tell you how I've been feeling recently, and I'm going to give you a practical exercise that you can do to help all of that. Today's topic is how to gain traction in your business when you feel stuck. But first, in case you're new to me and I'm new to you and we've never met before, I'm Tracy Beavers. I am your business and sales coach. And with over 20 years of experience in marketing, sales, and business growth, I have helped hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you get visible so you can grow your email lists. I offer private one-to-one coaching and an 8-week group coaching program called Business Visibility Made Easy that has turned into one of the most joyous things I've done in my business. It is the program for email list growth. My new group of students, I think we're on week 2 now, they are killing it. They are gaining visibility for their businesses. Their email lists are starting to grow, and I'm teaching them all organic strategies that nobody else teaches. Doesn't have anything to do with lead magnets or paid ads. There's 10 strategies I'm teaching them to grow their email list. And I love, love, love this group. Every Thursday morning, we have our live Q&A. I just got done with it about 10 minutes ago, and I had just enough time to get this live all set up. But anyway, it's one of my favorite things to do. So if you're interested in joining that program, you can get on the wait list. It'll reopen, I think, in October this year is when I have it planned. Go to tracybeavers.com/BVME to get on the wait list. And a special announcement. We're starting something in June. You guys told me here in the Facebook group what you'd like to see more of, what kind of content you want to have. So for the past few years, it's been me coming here live on Instagram and Facebook and all the places every Thursday at 11:30. Starting in June, you're still going to have me live. I'm going to do 2 lives a month with you just by myself, solo. We're going to have one guest expert coming in on a topic that I don't teach because I want all of you to have the expertise you need to grow your business. And then one member from my Facebook group, a contributing member, somebody that's really been there and been a cheerleader for everybody, been supportive of everybody, is going to have an opportunity to be interviewed by me to share their inspirational entrepreneurial journey. That is something that you guys said was important to you. And I really think it is going to go a long way towards all of us inspiring each other. Because I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about this very topic and why I want to do this. And it's because I don't think there's enough transparency in building in the online space. And I don't think there's enough conversation around just how freaking hard this is. And hearing someone else, like I'm going to be interviewing April Young in June. She works a full-time job, but she's building this online business alongside it. And I want to talk about that because if that's your situation, you can look to April for inspiration, and she can talk about what she's done to be successful, to help you also be successful. And, we could talk about if a member got laid off from their job and they thought, well, I'll build in the online space, or they decided they want to have kids and they wanted to stay home with them, so they needed an extra stream of income. I want this to be an inspiration for you so you can take tips and ideas from each other and grow your businesses more successfully. So I think it's going to be a way for us to inspire each other and showcase the talent that we have in our Facebook group. So if you're Instagrammers and YouTubers, if you're not in my Facebook group, you need to be. It's called Be a Confident Entrepreneur, Get Visible, and Grow Your Income. Come into the group. We have over 1,700 entrepreneurs in the group. You can promote your offers anytime. and be a support to other people and network and make connections for your business growth. So again, in June, we're changing it up a little bit. 2 lives from me, 1 guest expert. And if there's a topic you want to hear about that I don't teach about, if you're stuck with your website, if you're stuck on copy, if you're stuck on Pinterest, what is it you need? I will find you a guest expert and I will bring them in here and interview them for you so you can learn that content. And then 1 member of my Facebook group each month is going to be chosen for the live interview to talk about their entrepreneurial journey. I'm so excited about this. So let's dive into the topic for today. So you started your online business and you've downloaded all the free stuff. I did it. I did it too. You've purchased some courses. Maybe you've joined some programs and you're still not gaining traction and clarity on your business. Okay, raise your hand, Instagram, raise your hand, Facebook. Anybody feeling that way, toss it in the comments. And Instagrammers, if you have a question as we go along, pop it into the comments. I will see it after the training's over and I'll pop into the DMs and I'll answer your question for you. No worries. So anybody else feeling like that? I know you are because I talk to you and I feel that way some days. So I know we're all feeling the same. Or maybe you're like me and you've been in business several years. You've had great success, but for some reason, you find yourself wanting to do all the things all at once, not sure which one to focus on, and 60 days pass by and you're still in the same spot. Anybody relate to that, right? You want to learn SEO. You want to learn how to do a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to learn how to do a podcast. Oh, let's design a membership or a group coaching program. And then 60 days go by and you've made 0 progress on any of it. I know because I've been there. So you're sitting in the middle of it all and you're looking around and you're wondering, what the heck do I do first? And how do I get myself unstuck? So I'm sharing this because the launch of my Business Visibility Made Easy program just wrapped up. You guys know that, wrapped up at the end of April. And my full focus and energy has been on that launch for the last 45 to 60 days. If you've launched, you know you've got to put your full focus and energy into it for 45 to 60 days before it actually takes off. And so I've had all these things that I've been wanting to do in my business, all these things on my plan, a possible podcast, a possible group coaching program, learning SEO so I could dial that in, reworking my website because it needs a revamp. It's a few years old and it needs a glow up. But I've got all these things on my plan, but I knew for the last 45 to 60 days, I had to focus on the launch. And then in May, when the dust settled on that and my group was going, then I knew I could turn my attention back to the things that I had on my plan for my business for this year. So May starts and I'm like a shotgun horse right out of the gate with my list of things. I'm so excited, finally going to dive into some of these things that I feel like have been hanging over my head for the past few months while I focused on the launch. And I got a few days into this month and I started to feel a smidge overwhelmed. And I say just a smidge because I don't believe in overwhelm, and I'll tell you why. It's a choice. Overwhelm is a choice, and I don't choose it. Marie Forleo is a great reminder of this. I heard her on a podcast once, or maybe it was in a live training, and she said, repeat after me, I don't do overwhelm. And I was like, oh, that's really good. And so ever since then, I've told myself, I don't do overwhelm. So I only felt a smidge of it, but I felt a lot of frustration, I'll tell you that, because my clarity wasn't sharp. And I was starting to feel foggy and frazzled and like I had too many things coming at me all at the same time. Because let's face it, we don't just have online businesses to build, do we? We have families to take care of and love on and friends we want to spend time with. Maybe you've got little bitties at home that need you, or like me, your kids are grown, they still need you, but you've got aging parents that you're trying to help navigate their life as they are starting to age and grow older. Not to mention the fact that we've got household stuff to do, right? I mean, anybody else have a garage they need to get cleaned out? That'd be me. Do you know how long I've been saying I need to clean out the garage? Yeah, it's been on my list for a while. So we've got all these things that we're trying to do, and we can start to feel foggy, unclear, frazzled, frustrated. And we're like, at that point, I just wanted to go, okay, forget it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to go watch Netflix because I feel frustrated. And I'm sharing this with all of you because I feel like it's super important for me to be transparent and honest with you. Because I know if I'm feeling this way, I know you are too. And my one-to-one clients feel this way from time to time. That's why they hire me as their coach, to help them keep their blinders on, because it's really easy for me to look at your business and map you out a very clear roadmap. But when it comes to myself, You can't coach yourself. I don't know if you've tried, but it's not easy because I'm sitting in the middle of it and I can't always see exactly what I need to do. So, and we do the same thing in the group coaching program, mapping out my business visibility made easy students as they navigate their email list growth. I know they're feeling this way too because they've said it. So what do? Here's a visualization that I heard recently on a podcast, and I wish I could remember who said it because I'd love to give them credit. If I ever figure it out, I'll go back and post and let you all know. But anyway, I want you to picture yourself standing on a soccer field. And on one side of the soccer field, you have 6 soccer balls in front of you. On the other side, right next to you, you have 1 soccer ball in front of you. So you've got 6 soccer balls and 1 soccer ball. You are challenged with getting the ball to the goal. You're going to get the ball down the field to the goal. Now, are you going to get to the goal faster by kicking and maneuvering all 6 soccer balls at the same time down the field? Or are you going to get there faster by kicking that 1 soccer ball intentionally, moving it down the field? It's super tempting to think, oh, I can kick all 6 soccer balls. I can do that. I can spin the plates. I can multitask. I mean, come on. We're talented. We're smart. We're agile, right? But even the best soccer player in the world would be tempted by kicking all 6 balls at the same time. But they're going to get there. Even the best soccer player in the world would tell you, you're going to get there faster kicking 1 ball at a time, right? Okay, so what does this mean for us in our business growth? It means that the more plates we try to juggle at one time, the more things we try to do, the more our efforts and our energy are going to be diluted. So if you're kicking 6 balls, your forward motion energy, I'm sure there's a term for it in the physics world somewhere, that's going to be diluted amongst all 6 versus your energy in your forward motion on that 1 is going to be more impactful. So the more things you try to juggle and the more things you try to do and the more things you try to focus on, the more diluted your time, energy, and effort are going to be. And none of them are going to turn out well. So a better strategy to choose is look at your list of things, pick the things that are the priority now, and park the rest for later. Over the next 90 days, you can either try to focus on all the things that are on your plate, like me, reworking my website, possibly launching a podcast, learning SEO, thinking about running some more list building ads, creating a new offer like a group coaching program. If I tried to work on all of these things in the next 90 days, I'm not going to get very much progress done in the next 90 days, am I? So a better strategy for me and for you is to look at that 90 days. You've got 3 months. So pick 1 to 2 things for the next 30 days, this 1 month, focus on those. Park the others in your parking lot for now. It's not that you're going to forget about them. It's not that you're being lazy and all that. It's that you're going to get to them when you have time to focus on them and put intention and energy behind them. So for the next month, you're just going to focus on those 1 to 2 things. By month end, you will likely have finished them or made significant progress on finishing them. Month 2, you get to focus on 1 to 2 more things on your list. By the end of month 2, you will have made significant progress on those, probably have completed them. Then in month 3, you do the same thing. By the end of this 90 days, month 1, month 2, month 3, you could have potentially completed 6 things on your list. How exciting does that sound? By the end of that 90 days, which is not very long at all, you guys think back, it's May, April, March. Think about where you were at the end of February. That feels like yesterday. 90 days is going to go by in a hurry. You've made great strides in your business goals and you've worked with intention and you've focused your energy. You've not diluted your messaging or your efforts, and you've actually gained traction on a lot of things that you've had on your list. Now, here's another tip. Write this down on a sticky note. I just mentioned to you what Marie Forleo said in that podcast. It's super simple and super effective. I want you to write this on a sticky note. I don't do overwhelm. Write it down. I got one right here. Put it on your laptop. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Stick it on your forehead or on your planner. Wherever you're going to see it, you can put it in multiple places. As many times as you need to when you feel that way during the day, I want you to repeat it. I don't do overwhelm. I don't do overwhelm. I don't do overwhelm. It works. And let me just make a plug for all the coaches out there. If you're a coach, raise your hand. This is the key reason to hire a business coach for your business. My coaches over the years have helped me prioritize my next steps because, as I mentioned, it's hard for me to coach myself. It's hard for you to coach yourself. But somebody coming alongside you can, whether they're teaching you how to build your business, how to have better nutrition, how to reach your fitness goals, whatever it is that coach is helping you with, they're going to help you map out your next steps so you don't try to kick too many soccer balls at one time and end up with no progress. And they're going to help you keep your blinders on. There is no way that I would be where I am today without the coaches that I have invested in. So I want you to make hiring a coach or joining a group coaching program a priority this month. Put that on your list. So let's recap. When you begin to feel like you've got too many things coming at you at one time, and you're starting to feel that overwhelm, which we don't do, but you are feeling frustrated and frazzled, that's a sign that you are trying to kick too many soccer balls down the field at the same time. You're trying to do too many things at once, and that energy and effort is going to be diluted, and you're going to end up frustrated. So I want you to visualize yourself on that soccer field. Pick 1 to 2 things, 1 ball, maybe 2 balls, preferably 1 soccer ball at a time. What would you want to fully focus on for the next 30 days so you can kick it down the field and get to that goal? Then the next 30 days, pick another thing. The next 30 days, pick another thing. By the end of 90 days, you will have completed at least 3 things, possibly 6. And that's going to go by in a massive hurry. 90 days is not very long. So now I'm going to hop over into the comments on StreamYard to see if I can answer some questions for you. Remember that every week during this live Q&A, when it's just me, which starting in June will just be 2 times, you can come on live and ask me anything about your business. Instagrammers, you can do the same thing. You can post your questions in the comments and I can answer you in the DMs. YouTubers, put your questions in the comments and I'll answer you there. So let me hop over and see if anybody has any questions about anything. Give me 1 second. I know we had one question for, hey, everybody, it's so good to see everybody's comments. Teresa's here, Renee's here, Joan's here, Chad Hogue is here. I have not seen Chad Hogue in a long time. I'm so glad you're here. All right. Okay, Selena's excited about the member interviews, deepening our connections and being transparent. Yes, that is what these member interviews are all about. For you to tell your story, for you to inspire other people with everything you've learned about being a business owner, and talk about the things that went great, the things that did not go great. And we're all going to learn from that. We're all going to pick up ideas. All right. Let's see. Hang on 1 second. I don't do overwhelm. Yes. Okay. Awesome. All right. Cool. Okay, cool. I don't see any questions in here. I do know we had one question from Lori, and she's in my Business Visibility Made Easy group. So we answered that this morning on the live Q&A, but it was posted in my main Facebook group. So I want to go ahead and answer it in case anybody wanted to wait for the answer. And what she asked was, and I can't remember exactly how she worded it, but she said that my social media posts and my emails are very conversational. And she wanted to know how I achieved that. Do I use a voice recording to help me write my copy or my content for my emails? And the answer is I don't. But what I do when I'm creating my content is I visualize you. You up there on Instagram, you down here on Facebook or YouTube, you, my ideal client, the online entrepreneur that needs me and needs my help. And I visualize you and I sitting across from each other in a coffee shop. And I write to you like I would speak, grammatically incorrect and all. And I can see myself waving my hands as I talk, as I'm writing it. So picture your ideal client sitting across from you in a coffee shop. What would you say? The conversation's going to be no different than if you're posting something on social media for them to see, or you're emailing them something you want them to know about, or you're having a DM conversation. So I hope that helps. And remember, I am here to answer your questions about business every single week. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if there's any other questions. Somebody posted, how could you help my business? But unfortunately, it says Facebook user. It doesn't say your name, so I don't know who you are. But what I will do is hop over into the group after I'm done, and I'll find your post and we'll connect with you. All right, that's all I have for you today. I want you to have a great balance of the week and weekend. And listen, I say this all the time, but let's build our businesses with ease. Stay consistent, stay patient. You're probably doing a lot better than it feels like you're doing. I was having a conversation with one of my clients on Tuesday, and she said to me, I just need a strategy for list growth. And I said, okay, hold on. because she said, it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything. It doesn't feel like I'm gaining traction. And I said, okay, hold on. Let's walk through what are all the things you're doing. And I went down my checklist of things that will grow your email list. And she was doing 90% of them. And I said, you're doing better than you think. You have the strategies. You don't need a strategy now. You've got them all in place. What you need now is consistency and patience, because growing a business organically takes patience. It's not going to happen overnight, but you stay consistent with it. And at some stage, hang on one second. I'm getting a phone call on my phone. Hold on. Oh boy. I can't get that to go off. Oh well, sorry, Instagram. Let's see if I can decline it here. There we go. So what was I saying? There, at some stage, you stay consistent, you be patient. At some stage, your business is going to blow wide open and you are going to have the list growth on speed, and it's going to happen for you. I promise. And I know this because it has happened for me. All right. And you know what? I say this every week also. We have to keep cheering each other on. Being an entrepreneur is hard. Some days everybody wants to buy what you're selling. Other days, nobody wants to know your name. And if you think you're alone, you are not. And I want you to join me every week live here on Thursdays at 11:30. Come to hear my free live training and ask me questions about your business. You can ask me anything. And if I don't know the answer, I will find it for you and I will get back with you. We're also going to have guest experts. If there's a topic you want to hear about, I want you to tell me that too. And then members, if you're interested in being a Spotlight member and being interviewed by me, we're doing once a month. I've got April Young for June. I've got Robin Kent for July. So I need people for August and September and October. Come share your entrepreneurial journey and inspire other people. And have a great balance of the week and weekend. And remember, when one of us rises, we all rise. So we have to keep cheering each other on. Thanks so much for being with me. I'm going to see you guys next week.